What's good? It's Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
This is not
another damn podcast.
presented by
Our damn selves.
episode 245.
245.
4-5. Shout out Michael Jordan, who hated wearing the number 45. He only wore it a few games. I think that was it 17 games and then whatever playoffs the playoff games the Bulls had that year. But
yeah, 45 wasn't the same. Which is
which is why 45 was never retired, because Mike said, like, hey, yeah, I won't bet y'all can retire that number. He was like, he wasn't gonna be part of that.
Somebody's like, maybe they're like,
I'm saying when Kobe had two numbers, like, why Mike got two? Because like Mike don't want he didn't want nothing to do with that.
Nothing to do with that 45.
I'm good.
Maybe somebody I think that maybe some of Jordan's woo may come through the 45. Maybe somebody
obviously it didn't. Denzel Valentine, who was the last guy to try the 45.
I forgot about
this. It didn't work out too well for him.
I forgot about Denzel Valentine. Oops.
He wore 45.
I totally forgot about him.
Definitely. Because that was during the rebuild years. The Bulls were very forgettable during that time. That was during their. It's just we're talking Bulls. We're gonna start off.
We open up that door.
Basketball talk. Let's get my fucking list. You know, I never have shit ready. Yeah, we're professional podcasters, ladies and gentlemen.
Round of applause.
Never have shit ready.
I just do a round of applause right now.
How about a round of applause?
I just do that. No, but the reserves were announced for
getting my list.
All-Star.
NBA All-Star.
We already know who the stars were.
You want to break those down for me? Do you have them in front of you? If not, then
I don't have them in front of me right now. The starters. If I go off the top of my dome, like if I go off the top of the dome.
KD is the captain of the East. LeBron's the captain of the West. As we stall it.
Giannis was on there. DeMar DeRozan, our bull, yay. Trae Young.
And Trae Young and Embiid. Yeah. So there we go.
Embiid, yep. Mm-hmm. And then out west, it was LeBron, Ja Morant, Steph Curry.
What's his name? Joker and the controversial
Andrew Wiggins.
That's the one everybody.
Golden State showed up.
Mm-hmm.
Golden State voted for these
Warrior Nation voted. What's up?
Bulls
wasn't seeing red, I guess. Yeah, because Zach didn't make it as a fucking starter.
We were voting though. We were. He was only a little bit behind Trae Young. He was a little bit behind Trae Young. We were voting.
ATL came out for theirs.
Goddamn. Yeah, ATL be coming out. Yeah.
All right, I got this now. Yeah, we just read those starters. You were right. I'm looking at it again. Start with the West. You want to start with the East? Like, where you want to start?
We can go West because we always say let's.
We want to build up to it. Goddamn it! We're gonna rush through these West because we're gonna have some.
Yeah, West. We.
So we already mentioned LeBron, Jokic, Wiggins, Curry, and Morant as your starters. Shout out Ja Morant. Yeah. That was my pick. I can admit now I was voting for Morant. Curry and Morant were the two West guards I was voting for. So
I voted for Luka. I like Dallas.
You like Luka, but I've been watching Morant. I'm like, this kid is like.
He been killing though. I think I did vote for him like one time. I was like, even though I was like, I like Luka, but I was like, he killing. Ooh.
I was voting. That's who I was.
He killing right now. I think I did vote for him.
You mentioned Luka. He made the West Reserve, so there you go. Yeah, Luka, D-Book, Rudy Gobert, Draymond Green, Donovan Mitchell, Chris Paul, and Karl Anthony Towns.
I voted for Karl Anthony Towns a lot. I was voting for him.
This is what I like about the and I was voting I voted Gobert, and then I voted who didn't make it, DeAndre Ayton. I was voting him because
I voted for him a couple of times too.
Here's how it is with I think team record matters when it comes to the All-Star.
It does.
It's like if Phoenix is number one, it's like which was crazy about how the West played out is like they didn't have any starters voted. So they're the number one team in the fucking league right now.
How the hell? What?
So like with the reserves, you can fix that problem. Okay, Chris Paul and Devin Booker, who both deserve to be there. Yeah,
they both deserve to be there.
One of them just got.
Phoenix is number one. They finally just lost to like their double-digit loss. They finally have double-digit losses now. Finally.
Yeah, so
finally they got double-digit losses. Yeah, finally,
the records definitely matter. Like I'd rather put a guy with good stats that's on a team with a winning record than a guy with great stats that's on a trash ass team. Team. That's how I am. Like I take the one whose numbers aren't as flashy, but like look at this team, like they're winning. Like yeah, The guy who's like, that's why when Westbrook like was averaging a triple double with OKC, like they weren't that good. So a lot of times Westbrook, he wasn't making those teams, like because those teams kind of sucked that he was on during that time. Yeah, so there you go.
They did.
So what you think about these West All-Star? I think, like I said, like, and once again, Utah as well, like they're number what, 3?
Yeah, Utah, Donovan Mitchell, he be killing. Donovan Mitchell be killing. He be killing.
Gobert and Mitchell both made it. Like you can fix the mistakes that the fans, because fans fuck up all the time with these.
Popularity contest. It's a popularity contest.
Yeah, I mean, like playing like 11 games and shit, making the All-Stars and stuff.
Like Westbrook was still he was still like in the top 5 for votes. It was like, how the hell is Kyrie Irving still in top 5 for votes? He don't even play. Like he's played like 4 games. Like what the hell?
Klay Thompson got votes and shit.
Right, it's like what the hell?
He ain't played in 3 years. It's just like,
right. Like he just got back. He just got back.
When he was still hurt before, like the voting starts at the beginning of the year. So before he came back, I was like, how is Klay Thompson still?
How's he getting votes?
Who they play since 20?
And Kyrie, how was Kyrie getting? How were they both getting votes?
Kyrie wasn't even playing at all at one point because
they weren't playing at all.
Sitting because of the fucking COVID shot shit. Yeah.
Right. Like, what's going on?
So that happens a lot, but so they fixed those mistakes.
I mean, I like it. Like I said,
Warriors got 3 All-Stars because Draymond, so Warriors got 3.
I like it I said Wiggins. I can see why that's a little controversial, but the Warriors are
his first All-Star, and people like it kind of came out of nowhere because like
the Warriors are number 2.
Wiggins is there because Klay was hurt. That's why.
Right.
Warriors
are number 2.
We gonna have starters and shit. Yeah, that's what they were like. Yeah.
They are. So I mean,
and I'm happy for Wiggins. He's taken his lumps over the years.
He has.
As a number 1 pick, people are going to scrutinize the shit out of you.
Scrutinize the hell out of you.
Pick because he was number 1. Cleveland drafted him, traded him for Kevin Love immediately.
Right.
And, he ends up in Golden State. I think that was part of the D'Lo trade. I don't remember. I think that was part of that trade. How he ended up.
Was he in Minnesota for a while?
That's what I said. That was part of the Kevin Love trade.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. He was there.
That was a draft day. It was like they Cleveland drafted and immediately traded him to Minnesota.
Oh right. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then he got traded from there. I said that's why the D'Lo trade. I think that's how D'Lo ends up in Minnesota. And I think the Wiggins was part of that trade. And but I'm happy, because like I said, he's definitely taking his year. So I'm glad.
I like it.
I'm not mad at it. It didn't knock any of our guys off because it was a Western Conference. Yeah, had it been East, like I probably have a different opinion of this, but like it's Western Conference, I'm fine with Wiggins making it. If he made it over like DeRozan or somebody, I'd probably be pissed off. But like, it's the Western Conference. Like, I'm good. It's like, I don't mind it. Since we talking the East, let's get back to the East.
Yeah, to the East.
Captain Kevin Durant. We start with the starters: Giannis Antetokounmpo, Joel Embiid, Trae Young, and our Chicago Bulls' own DeMar
DeRozan, 5-time All-Star. Yep.
The Bulls. We all have another 2-time All-Star with the Bulls. Zach LaVine.
2 years in a row.
Back to back. Former Bull Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
Very first All-Star right here. I'm happy for this brother, Darius Garland.
Yeah, he been balling out.
Cleveland been killing.
He been balling out. He has. He been balling out. Yes.
They one of my sleeper teams, like the Cavaliers.
They're the dark horse. Yeah.
Finally became a good team. It's like almost by accident, because like I thought they were a tanking team, and like they actually
and then they actually are looking good. I'm like, okay.
James Harden, the Brooklyn Nets. Chris Middleton, Milwaukee Bucks. Like I said, Bucks deserve.
Well deserved, yeah.
Jason Tatum from the Boston Celtics. Like Celtics are having their struggles, but Tatum's numbers are good.
Yeah, Tatum is, he's that dude. Tatum is that dude.
And last but not least, Rockford's own Fred VanVleet. Like Rockford is going crazy right now, because like for those that don't know, I'm on the air in Rockford. I'm part of the Breakfast Club on Power 106. Plus, I do a midday show as well too after breakfast with Ozman. So I'm on the air. I'm all over the Rockford airwaves, and Rockford is going VanVleet crazy right now.
Fred VanVleet.
First All-Star game. Yes. Rockford's finest, baby. And they going crazy here in Rockford now. So that's all I was talking about.
He got a statue and shit and his own holiday out there.
They won when the Raptors won a championship. They had a Fred VanVleet parade, not a Raptors parade. Just for him. Yeah. They had a whole rally just for Fred. Like came back after they won it. So
yeah, they're scrappy. Toronto is scrappy. They're
another team like who's supposed to be tanking, but they still hanging around in the play-in right now.
They're playing. Yeah, they're playing team.
It's like I like that because not everything tanking is not you don't have to
yeah.
And like look at how long Sacramento been tanking since Chris Webber left and shit. They've been tanking for like 15 years or something like that. Well, whatever year he left. They've been tanking
white chocolate. White chocolate, Chris Webber.
Yeah.
They was out there.
You cannot fucking tank forever. It's like, yeah. Like tank it worked for Philadelphia. Yeah, trust the
process. Yeah, it worked.
Work out. But then you have teams like the Kings have been terrible for like
sometimes it don't work.
Yeah. So that tanking ain't for everybody. I'm glad the Bulls are out of that shit now because
I'm happy for all the
last 4 seasons were hard to watch with the Bulls.
They were
glad they out of the tank right now.
I'm happy though for them. I think that they're well deserved. Like.
And it's possible Zach could be a starter because Kevin Durant's not playing. He's an injury. So they haven't picked the injury reserves yet. So they're gonna if Zach gets put in the starter, then they put another player in his spot on the bench. Yeah, that's
nice.
So I wonder what names are out there in the East. Like who I know some snubs, which I know one who should have made it. I wouldn't mind making it. Let's talk. One of our Bulls brothers. Like, yeah, LaMelo Ball was snubbed. I think LaMelo been balling out. I wouldn't mind seeing LaMelo get
that. Was snubbed recently. He was snubbed.
Yeah, Vooch, if they're going with a big, yeah, like because once again records matter. So yeah.
Yeah, and he's been playing I put the Jordan meme up because I was like after he got the All-Star snub, Vooch has been going crazy. Like he been balling out. Like he's been going crazy. So, I mean. But then, like you always have to say like this, there's only so many rosters, there's only so many spots. So it's like somebody is going to get left out. Someone is.
24 players, like total, 12 in each conference. So yeah, somebody's going to get.
Unfortunately, like we always say, records matter. They do.
If LaMelo Ball is the first name I'm seeing on the list, like players that were snubbed, I'm reading those.
Yeah, LaMelo. Yeah.
LaMelo Ball is so LaMelo might get that spot. Yeah, he might get it. Yeah. It's the first name they mentioned on the list. I'm looking at it. I like because like it's he has connections with the Bulls because his brother plays there. Lonzo can't make it. LaMelo can make it.
LaMelo, let the other ball make it.
With LaMelo on the reserve, and let's start Zach. Let's make it.
Yeah, let's make it happen. Start Zach. Zach deserves to be a starter anyway.
Make it happen.
Yeah.
Adam Silver. God damn it. Is Adam Silver in charge of picking? I don't even know if he's even in charge of picking. Yeah, whoever is in charge. I don't know who picks the fucking injury play. Because no, the fans vote on the starters. The coaches pick the reserves. Like who picks the injury replacements? I don't know. Is it Adam Silver? I don't know. I don't know who picks them. I guess we're gonna find out because every year, like, because NBA is a physical sport, like it's cats injured every year. So like injuries
every year, injuries is part of the game.
I just never paid attention to like who actually picks those injury replacements. Never thought about it.
Injuries are part of the game. And then it's middle of the season. So like basically if you're injured now, you're like, okay, I'll miss the All-Stars, but I'll be back for playoffs. Like that's more important. Me being back for playoffs healthy is more important than me participating in All-Star.
Especially
All-Star is fun, but
especially if you one of these like a Durant or somebody like, yeah, he been there, done that.
Been there, done that. He has
somebody taking a first All-Star game, you probably be bummed out a little bit.
Yeah.
Like Fred VanVleet, I'm not gonna put that out in the universe. What's another first All-Star? We're not gonna shit on Fred. Fuck that. One of these other first-time All-Stars. Let's see. Like,
I don't want to shit on Ja Morant either. I don't want to shit on him.
Let's shit on Wiggins. Now we brought him up. If Andrew Wiggins got hurt, he would be a little bummed out. Yeah,
right.
Well, like Durant, like I don't give a shit. It's like
I've done it like 11 times.
I've been there like 10, 11 times. Like
I've been there 11 times.
I done played. I've been there a lot.
I've been there a lot.
I've been a lot of All-Star games. I don't need to be in this one. So like, yeah, somebody like Durant is like.
Let me concentrate on the playoffs so I can get
like Wiggins, like your first one, you definitely will be bummed out, like shit. Because especially Wiggins, you don't know if he's gonna make it again. People like that. So this could be a moment.
Some people are once you get to All-Star status, you're a perennial. Like Zach is going to be a perennial All-Star. Zach is a perennial All-Star. Jimmy Butler is a perennial All-Star. Like you get to a certain level that you're going to make it every year.
Chris Paul, like players like
you're going to make it every year.
Well, okay. He didn't get voted in. I was like, yeah, he's definitely.
I ain't worried.
It's like, yeah,
he'll be a reserve. He'll be a reserve.
Paul is definitely making it. So he's like, he wasn't even stressed and not getting voted in.
Yeah. Some people, you're going to make it in every year. Some people.
Yeah, two of my guys they mentioned on here that got snubbed. I say, LaMelo Ball and DeAndre Ayton were names also. So I know what I'm talking about. I know a little something about basketball. Ayton was the guy like Ayton is the Vooch of the West to me, basically.
Yeah, he is.
Like, his numbers aren't that flashy, but Phoenix is the number one fucking team in the league.
Right.
So he deserved 3 All-Stars. Like they're gonna have a third one, you deserve it. Like Same with the Bulls in the East. Bulls been dominating the East. So yeah, you put Vooch in that spot. Like his numbers might not be as flashy as some of these other guys, but
despite the fact of what we have against us, the Bulls have had the biggest thing the Bulls who've been beating us is the virus and the injuries. Like that's what's been beating our ass basically.
Lately, especially these injuries.
Because at first it was the virus, now it's the injuries. And now we got the virus under control, and now the injuries are catching up to us. So it's like
now that we've gotten past, now we survived Omicron.
Ariana is out of our hair now for now.
Megatron and shit. Yeah.
Megatron.
So now things seem to be under control with that.
Right.
Okay, and what's the name? Also, I don't know if you heard. Because of course we already know they renamed the All-Star MVP award. The Kobe.
Yeah, I saw that.
They're redesigning the trophy, baby. It's gonna be the Mambas. Yeah, they designed it in Kobe's image. I'm excited about that.
And they said that Vanessa is thrilled and she approved of it. She approved of it. She likes it. So I mean, I think that's important too. Like making sure that it is okay with his wife. Like making sure that everything like this should go with her. Because that was her whole world. So you should go through it.
And whatever, like since she was a kid, she was like 17. Yes. They started dating, something like that. Like so that's.
I still am going to put a petition.
All she knows is like her whole life she's been with him.
Can we get the Kobe clock? Can we call the shot clock the Kobe clock? Because 24.
Well, it makes sense. Yeah, it's all.
And then when he first died, then everybody
won a violation.
Took a violation. When he first died, every team did that.
Like whoever won the jump ball, they just dribble it out for 24 seconds. They were doing that, like, yeah.
And then the next team, like I said, they both consecutively did the 24-second violations on both teams. And then it's like, okay, now we can start the game after we let the first 24 seconds go by. So, yeah, I think that should incorporate that because I think that would be a nice touch too to make it be the Kobe clock because 24. I think that would be a cool gesture to do. I think to keep his honor, keep his legacy going. So,
Mamba out, baby.
Yes.
All right. Do we stay in sports or do we move on?
We can stay and just touch real lightly. So the Super Bowl is going to be next week.
Yeah, I forgot we got the Super Bowl set. Yeah, because last week was we didn't have it. We didn't record. The games were still going on.
Games are still in progress, and I was totally wrong. I said Kansas City and San Francisco, so I was definitely wrong. I was definitely wrong.
A lot of people got, especially that Kansas City one. A lot of people, because Mahomes is very.
Yeah, because I was like Mahomes guy. I was like Mahomes.
Got that one wrong, yeah.
I said I'm going Mahomes, and then I wanted to go with Robbie Gold. That's why I was feeling. I was like, let me go with Robbie Gold too, and.
I had the Rams, but to me, I said I wouldn't be surprised if the 49ers won because they've been on a roll lately. Every time you counted them out, they won. It's like they're supposed to lose to the Cowboys, supposed to lose to the Packers. Like they just kept winning.
They kept on winning.
They're supposed to lose against. Yeah, that's why with the Rams were the favorite. I said the Rams are the better team, but if
they were the underdogs, I thought they were the underdogs.
If they pull it off, I wouldn't be surprised as to how they've been playing lately.
Mm-hmm.
Then the Bengals, they kind of came out of nowhere. Like nobody had the Bengals.
Yeah, nobody had the Bengals except for Gary Owen. Gary Owen was the only one who was rolling with the Bengals. He was the only one from the beginning.
The Bengals went to the Super Bowl or something like that. I think like 88 or something way back, like in the 80s. The last time they even been to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, they like almost in Bear territory. No, that's not. They went 07. They went 07. I forgot about that. I forgot they did go in 07.
He's got bitch slapped, but
they got bitch slapped, but they did go in 07. I take that back.
Fucking Manning and said, but they went though.
Yeah, I take that back. I forgot about that. The Devin Hester return.
They got Omaha. Yeah. That's what happened.
That's what happened. They're like, yeah, Devin Hester did that return. Yeah.
I was at a Super Bowl party and we were going nuts. Yeah. Funny, the first half of that game compared to the second half, it was so quiet. You could hear a pin drop at that Super Bowl party.
The second half, you guys were like,
when you run the opening kickoff, he returned it.
we get our next, yeah. Then about the third quarter, you're like,
Second half was mad quiet, kid. Wow. But and also the big let's you want to talk Super Bowl, you want to save it for next weekend? Let's talk it right now.
Let's talk a little bit Super Bowl.
We do predictions, don't take my pick, but I have my pick right now. The pick is in. You want me to go or you want to go?
The Rams.
That's who I'm going with. So yeah, I don't know if your good luck is gonna run off. My bad luck is gonna run off.
Because usually nobody's
the go opposite and usually always win. It's like I was on an unprecedented losing streak.
I was on an unprecedented win streak.
The 1 year with Philadelphia, cause we I think we did a post.
Dirty Birds, yeah.
Yeah. We did a post. I remember.
Right. When we went live, yeah.
Live, I was like, yes, the streak is over. I finally got one right. It's like, that got like 5 or 6 wrong in a row or something like that. I got like
4. I got like 4 in a row right, and then I was like, well, now I'm not perfect anymore.
Philadelphia broke mine, yeah. And then
the Rams, because it's like, since they're like the better team and everything, and
once again, like for the second year in a row, the home city is hosting the Super Bowl. So like, the last year is in Tampa Bay, and the Buccaneers were there and they won. Yeah, shout out Brady, which we're gonna talk about. And then this year is in LA, because the big ass super halftime show they doing with Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Mary, and Kendrick.
I said my kids are going to find out who I am when we watch that Super Bowl. They're going to be looking like mama. Nowadays, everybody want to talk. We got something to say, but this is gibberish. I'm going to be going nuts if they do that. My kids going to be looking like.
Yep. And then so I'm going with the Rams because it's in LA. So
yeah, I say the Rams.
They look like clowns if they lost in their hometown. So, so I'm going with the Rams.
You got Dr. Dre and Snoop there representing the West Coast.
It's back-to-back.
LBC, Compton. Come on now.
This hosting has been back-to-back years.
Y'all gotta do right.
Also, I don't know if you heard as well, Jhené Aiko will be doing America the Beautiful. So
I didn't know that.
They loading up this they loading it up.
Who's doing the national anthem?
Let me get the name. I want to say
who's doing?
Is a country artist, and like since I don't follow country like that, I don't remember the name.
I know. Which one call it? Brandy did the was it the AFC one?
Yeah, it was one of the conference games.
It was one of the conference ones. Cause I know Shanti did, and Shanti, like, she had some technical difficulties on her side because her mic was going in and out, and they did Shanti wrong. Shanti deserved better. But Brandy did really well on hers because Brandy, she channeled Whitney because Brandy had on a reminiscent outfit of Whitney Houston.
Mm-hmm.
She had that tracksuit, that tracksuit like Whitney's from when Whitney did it. And, Whitney was her idol anyway. So it's like Brandy was channeling Whitney when she did hers. So. So she had much better luck on her national anthem, but Shanti not so much.
Mickey Guyton is doing it.
Okay.
And then I had another also Mary will be there. They doing lift up voice and sing because that's part of it now.
Yeah, because
after George Floyd they added that to
now we're there now.
Yeah, they added that's part of the festival. Yeah, so yeah, Mickey Guyton.
Let's see how many others know the words to the lift every voice to sing. Watch the others. Do you guys know the words?
I'm reading this bio. You learned something new. I didn't know that he I didn't know he was a brother. Okay.
What?
Mickey Guyton. I'm like, yeah.
Okay.
Says first black artist to earn Grammy nomination for Best Country Album. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't really follow country like that, so okay.
I don't either, so.
Look up Mickey Guyton.
Let's hear representation matters. Representation matters. Okay. We are in Black History Month, so come on, let's make it happen.
Eminem's gonna be the only white dude performing at the whole thing. Everybody looks like Super Bowl so black. Hey, Oscar so black.
Do the hashtag Super Bowl so black.
That's the name of the episode, Super Bowl so black. We got the name of the episode. Yes.
Super Bowl so black.
There it is. We just be falling in this shit.
Eminem gonna be the only minority for the white people. He's gonna be the minority out of the groups. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, the only country artist I knew as black was Hootie. That's the only one I knew. I just knew Darius
Mickey Guyton also was a woman. Okay, I'm learning shit. Yeah.
That's the only one I knew was Darius. Darius Rucker is the only one I knew. I'm being honest.
So she's a woman. Okay. She's black and she's a woman. I thought she was white and a man. I was totally off. You learn shit, yeah.
We're learning stuff. We learning.
Yeah.
We get educated over here. We are.
Yeah, Mickey Guyton doing the national.
I like it.
Mary.
Oz and Naima say the Rams. That's what we saying. We going with the Rams.
Right.
See how right we are.
We'll find out sooner rather than later.
So we'll see how right we are.
By the time the next episode airs, you will know. There you go.
Right. If we were right or not.
And as official in the books now, Mr. Tom Brady has officially retired.
After 22 years.
He's like, I'm not doing this shit again.
That's crazy. If you think about it, that's crazy as hell. So like when he was like going to like Super Bowls and shit, I was in college, and then you still playing Super Bowls, and like I've been out of college all this time.
Yeah. Right. What I remember about it is was right after 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, America was all patriotic, so of course the Patriots were the team, with the America's team.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I remember them winning. That was Brady's first, 2002.
Mm-hmm. I was in college, so
he won,
the fact that he out there winning Super Bowl, and then he won Super Bowl last year, and like I'm well out of college, and you still playing like 20 plus years later.
It's all that's generations crazy. That grew up and like that don't remember Brady not playing. Yeah,
right. Like that's crazy.
If you're a college student now, Brady's been playing your whole life.
Your whole life.
Like that.
My thing, I think what happened, I'm gonna be honest, like after they got eliminated, Brady said, I'm getting too old for this shit. He Danny Glover that. He said, I'm too old for this shit.
I think he like, and the reason why he hesitated to make his announcement because he probably wanted to like let it settle for me because like that's a big deal. Like
that's a big deal. And he wanted to be sure that this is why, because like you said, like like how Nazee was saying to you, you said when a player retires.
That's why you got sure, because it's not like Nazee couldn't come back right now and play in the NBA. Like,
right.
Once you've been on the sidelines too long, it's a wrap. Yeah. So you got to like Peyton Manning couldn't play right now.
That's why he be doing his show when like him and his brother, when they be on him and Eli be on I don't know what it's called, but they be on there, gotta be watching with Marcus. So they have their show.
He might have considered like coming back and like doing one more season to get the little farewell tour. He might have thought about do like how Kobe or like D Wade in the NBA, like how they had the farewell, like each city is like you go to and like you trade
the jerseys, and do all that.
Brady might have considered doing that. So he said, I'm not going to announce it now because I might want to come back next.
I might want to come back
farewell tour, but then he decided like, I'm done.
He's 44, right? Yeah. Like that. Yeah. He's like, I'm too old for this. Like, I'm good.
Up and shit like.
And he has nothing to prove. He won 7 rings. You won 7 rings.
7 out of how many times did they go? Like 9 or 10?
9, I think.
I
think it's 9.
I think yes, he won 7 of 9. That's pretty badass right there.
That's pretty badass. And then a lot of people label him the GOAT. A lot of people do.
I call him the GOAT.
A lot of people label him the GOAT, and you won 7.
With sports and shit like that, because like, okay, the Jordan's the GOAT basketball, like Brady's the GOAT football. Who you got for like baseball and NHL? Like,
yeah.
I had Bonds and Gretzky. That's my picks. Like,
I guess because I don't watch baseball or hockey. I don't watch either of those. Yeah. I kind of watch football. I kind of watch football.
Bonds, Gretzky. That's my 4. Yeah. So if we had a Mount Rushmore with each sport, like and you had those 4, like that's the 4 I would have. Yeah.
That's the 4 you would have.
Yeah, that's the 4 I'm going with, and I'm sticking with that because you start overthinking shit. Yeah, I'm going. Yeah. Jordan.
But he has nothing to prove to nobody. Like I said, 7 rings, 22 years.
Mm-hmm.
Giselle is your wife. You ain't got nothing to prove to nobody. So you got nothing to prove to nobody. So
just something like that. So.
Right, yeah, you got nothing to prove to nobody. So enjoy your retirement. Like Brady, retire, enjoy it. Be the family man and do your thing.
Okay. We done talking football because this is another story I don't really want to go into right now. I'm gonna leave that one alone right now. I'm saying. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nominees. Have you heard the list yet?
I haven't.
Great list.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay.
2022 nominees, and of course these are basically the finalists right now. They haven't picked.
Okay.
Go in, but the nominees is like what has been put out right now. And we mentioned one of them earlier. One of the nominees on this list is Eminem.
Okay. Yeah. I like it.
I'm going to read the whole list and just read the names that we care about. I'll read all. It's not that long.
You can. Okay, if it's not that long, then yeah.
Probably like 12 names on there. I'll read.
Okay, yeah, it's not that long.
And I'm gonna go in order too. Let's start with the good names, and then we'll rush through the bullshit.
Yeah, he came out in 99. Hi, my name was 1999. So yeah, he's done 20 plus years in the biz.
I think that's what it so whatever 90. I gotta see what year that album came out. Yeah. He might have had a mixtape before that, because they say you're eligible 25 years after your first commercial release. So like something might have happened right before that album.
Probably right before that. I know the Slim Shady LP was 99. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because I bought that album when it came out. Yeah.
Some big names that I didn't realize were not in here, like, which is a surprise to me. Yeah. Like Lionel Richie is not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Really?
Ow!
How?
How?
Like he wrote "We Are the World," so just on that song alone, he should have. Just on that song alone, "We are the world, we are the children." Just for that alone, he should have been.
Dionne Warwick's not in. That's before. Let's go ahead. Because the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is weird.
In bad times, I'll be on your side forevermore.
Also a nominee, first time nominee on Dolly Parton. She's not in. Like, yeah. Here's what I'm thinking with Dolly. Maybe they got her in the Country Hall of Fame, but not the Rock and Roll. Maybe that's it. But it's like Rock and Roll is more like a music Hall of Fame. It's not just Rock and Roll.
Yeah, it's kind of
9 to 5.
Working 9 to 5.
That's an entire legend right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's the I'm building up to the big one that I'm going to. Yeah. Let's rush through some of these other ones. Like Beck, I don't know. You probably don't know them.
I know Beck. I've heard
okay, yeah, you know Beck. Pat Benatar, if you know her.
I don't know.
You know, hit me with your best shot. That's Pat Benatar. I don't know.
Okay, I know that song. Yeah, I just didn't know the name of the person who did.
Kate Bush, I don't know.
I don't know either.
Devo, of course, yeah. Crack that whip. I think Mike Love just did a STEM research on whipping.
Because along, you must whip it.
I think he just did whip it good, if I'm not mistaken.
The Devo suits, like how they had in Back to the Future, the Devo suits.
Yeah, like the radiation suits. That's how they dress. That's why Marty's like, is that a Devo suit? Yeah, that's what he said.
Devo.
Duran Duran, that's another 80s.
Yeah.
They nominated. Eurythmics nominated. You know.
Eurythmics, yeah.
Judas Priest. I'm gonna rush through some of these. Like, yeah, Fela Kuti, MC5, New York Dolls, Rage Against the Machine, Carly. Okay, that's the ones I'm rushing through.
Carly Simon. Okay, she just getting
nominated. Yeah.
Wow.
And the big one, drum roll, that I'm excited about. A Tribe Called Quest, baby. Yeah. Tribe is nominated, baby.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Q-Tip, Phife, Ali Shaheed Muhammad, Jerobi White. They need to go in. Let's go, baby.
Oz is the biggest Tribe fan ever.
Midnight Marauders, for those on, is my favorite hip hop.
Midnight Marauders is his favorite album ever. Ever in history ever.
Come on.
My thing is, so now rest in peace, Phife Dawg. You on a award tour. You're on an award tour. That's what the song was about, right? Award tour was about them not getting their awards, right? So
there it is.
Now you may get the biggest award ever. Because that's the biggest award that you can get. That's bigger than a Grammy, bigger than an Oscar. That's the biggest thing you can ever get.
Select few, like I said, it's like Lionel Richie's just not. He's just get like people like that. It's like so like
Janet Jackson just got in what, 2019, right?
Huh?
Janet Jackson just got in 2019. Got in what, like 2019? Yeah. Like she just got in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, when I saw Tribe, I'm like, yeah. So that'd be so. Then you have like 2 Hall of Famers, like that were in Poetic Justice. Yeah. It's a couple of Hall of Famers right there. There we go.
And if they get, I'm gonna be bumping Electric Relaxation if they get in. Relax yourself, girl. Please. I'm gonna be bumping.
I'm so excited, man. I saw that. I was like, oh, we definitely talking about that on the podcast. I think we mentioned Tribe the other day, and I almost gave it away. I was like, yeah, we're gonna talk on the podcast about them. Like, you didn't know what
because I had no clue. Can we just about like the wordplay of just Fife, like how his wordplay was just so.
Yeah, we're talking about relaxation, and I was like, Fife was killing it on that joint. Yeah,
just the wordplay was just insane. His wordplay. Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna talk about them on the podcast.
Okay, come on, Q-Tip might be a helo. Okay, come on, Tip.
I'm excited. Yeah, when I saw, I was like, Tribe is not here. You know
Here
me,
we go, yo.
guy, and I'm an actual fan of them. Like that. I get excited whenever I see hip hop represented in the Hall of Fame like that. Yeah. So like, and then especially a group that I've been riding with since day one. I'm like, yeah, they need to go in definitely.
It's what 1990 when they came out, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Something like that, yeah. They came out. You've been listening to Tribe the whole time.
All the time, yeah. Shout out to Native Tongue family, A Tribe Called Quest, Jungle Brothers, De La Soul, yeah. Money Love was part of that.
Money in the middle.
I think Black Sheep was affiliated with them as well, like the Native Tongue. They had us.
Okay.
Yeah,
they had squad. They had squad.
That's some heavy hitters.
But I'm happy for them. I hope that, like I said, crossing fingers, they get in. Crossing fingers.
Here's the ones, like, I'm being biased now. Here's the names I want. I'm gonna skip over a lot of it. Of course, Tribe, Eminem on one end. Lionel Richie definitely needs to go in. I like
Dionne Warwick needs to go in.
Dionne Warwick, Dolly out put in.
Dolly needs to go in.
I like
Eurythmics need to go in.
Rhythmics and Duran Duran. I like both of them in as well too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the fence about Pat Benatar. Like, I wouldn't mind if she went in, but yeah, that's the ones I'm really fucking with, like especially Tribe.
Tribe and everyone else.
There that is. Okay, you want to talk about Rogan at all right now?
Yeah, we can.
Rogan, let's do it.
So for people who don't know who Joe Rogan is,
yeah, like we tie it all together. We mentioned Janet Jackson and Q-Tip. They were in Poetic Justice, but they also did a song together, "Got Till It's Gone," featuring Joni Mitchell. Yeah,
Joni Mitchell doesn't lie.
Who's one of those people speaking out against Joe Rogan right now? Because it started with here's where it started. Rogan has a very controversial podcast. I don't know if you've ever listened to the Rogan podcast.
I have not listened to it, but I know it's number one on Spotify.
Pretty much the gold standard of pod. Well, he was the gold standard of pod. I don't think no more. He's probably canceled, but like we're gonna get to that. Yeah, he's pretty much the gold standard of podcast, like the number one podcast in.
Yeah, he gets like 20 million downloads a week or whatever.
Yeah. And he was like free. He was like freelance. Like originally he was like doing it on all the platforms like with us, but then Spotify threw the fucking Birkin bag at him and shit. Like he went exclusively to Spotify after that. I think a year or two ago or something like that. Like where he went to Spotify, maybe a year, 2 years.
Wasn't like 100 million or something like that. They threw him.
They threw the bag at him. Said
they threw the bag.
Exclusive rights to your pipe. Throw us a bag.
Spotify, yeah, we ain't.
I'll pull it from all these other platforms and shit.
Yeah, and we not racist over here.
Yep. Fuck
so I jumped ahead on him. I jumped ahead on
Apple and all of those. we can pull it from all of those, like because they throw us that bag. Yeah, we'd be Spotify exclusive too.
Give me the Birkin bag.
Mm-hmm. But that's why you're to Rogan's podcast. Like I've I looked at like the Kanye episode was, of course, anything Kanye is on is very fascinating because like Kanye him talked like 3 hours. First of all, yeah, you know what's Kanye? You ask Kanye a question, he answering like 20 minutes answering one question.
How do you think Chicago weather is doing right now? Well, the climate and and an hour later, it's like, huh? Like what just happened?
So
but that's Kanye.
Like one of the episodes that I watched the Rogan episode, the whole thing. So when he say he's been lately having a lot of right now COVID obviously is a thing and shit. Yeah. And so he's been having people on both sides of that equation, like the skeptics. That's where a lot of these the skeptics have appearing on there. And some of them say some wild ass shit, like which I'm a free speech guy, like pro free speech, but it's like, but I will put a disclaimer if I was on there.
This is what I was about to say. That
podcast talking that I'll be okay. Like those are your opinions.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This is what you do. You do the opinions mentioned on this podcast are not someone sort of the viewer.
Not the views of Oz and Naima.
Please be advised. And that's that voice. It's that same person who does the views on this. That voice that does that. That's what he needs to put at the beginning of his podcast. So that way you cover your ass. CYA, cover your ass all the time, because it is like free speech, as long as it's not, like I said, if it's racist, if it's hateful, if it's homophobic, if it's gender, like sexist, if it's stuff like that, then you can't do stuff like that. I don't condone that. But if it's like if
on there that's against like the mask mandates or like vaccine mandates, like you could have them on. It's like,
but if we're having a difference, like the problem that I have with people nowadays is that if we just have a difference of opinion, we should be able to talk it out like real adults.
Yeah.
We're grown ass people. We should be able to have different.
We can have a heated debate, but
we can have it.
But after it's over, like no hard feelings. It's
no hard feelings.
And you and then with debates, like you can get real passionate when you.
And then my rule that I always say to me: don't come at me on no personal shit, because I will ether you. Don't come at me. Don't say nothing personal that has nothing to do on the topic.
Yes, it wasn't
on the topic.
They were like it was mostly about that they like not against vax mandates, like a lot of that. Yeah. That's what caused the smoke with Joe Rogan to begin with. What brought him to the attention. So then people started pulling their music.
Joni Mitchell
was one of them. Was it
Neil Young?
And then the one that really where how we got here was when NDRE said.
Yeah, when NDRE pulled hers, because I rock with NDRE because so I like Neil, so I'm like. Things that you may not know about Naima. Naima likes Neo. So I was there with Erykah Badu, with Jill Scott, with all of them. India, that's a style of music that I really, really like. That's probably if it's not my favorite genre, that's one of my favorite genres of music. I love listening to some Neo Soul.
Got the hip hop head here.
I'm a Neo Soul girl. But it's like when India pulled hers, and India said, I didn't pull mine for the coronavirus stuff for
this, and then
I didn't pull it for that because she was like people.
Joe Rogan,
she said people wait because people are entitled to their opinion, because she's like, if you don't want to do a mask, you're entitled to your opinion about that. You are entitled to it. You can't bully somebody to get a vaccine. You can't bully somebody to not get. You can't. If you want to get it, it's your business. If you don't want to get it, it's your business. It is. You can't bully somebody.
In Rogan's defense, that's usually been his thing. Like he's not on either side of it. He's like he's not anti-vax or whatever, but he had some anti-vax people on his podcast.
Yeah. That's where. But she said, I pulled it for this. Check this out. And then when she put up the video, I was like, and he was just out there just spewing the N-word. It was like several clips of him and
like 42 clips or something like that.
Of him just saying the N-word just freely,
And I think the one that's going to sink him to because the N-word, that's one thing. Is like Kramer said the N-word and he didn't get canceled.
And then another thing that you could say is if you were referring to somebody can you believe that somebody called me if they said the N-word lover because I dated if he was just talking about let's say he said I dated a Black girl back in college, and then I was with around racist people, and then they called me an N-word lover.
Mortimer from the Dukes and shit, and he said, yeah, you guys ever have a nigger run our family business?
Right, yeah, exactly, like that. So if you just have a small isolated thing like that, but even still, like I said,
here's the one that's gonna sink him, even bigger than the N-word thing is when he was talking about he went to a premiere of Planet of the Apes. You heard about this shit, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, he talked about.
I saw that. And wasn't it in Philadelphia? I think it was in Philadelphia.
He went into the Black neighborhood. He was like, yeah, I walked into the theater. I was in Planet of the Apes. Yeah, and that's what. Because he was.
Philadelphia,
basically.
And circling back with my Jill Scott. Jill Scott is from Philly. Will Smith, West Philadelphia, born and raised. Philadelphia.
Kevin Hart.
Philadelphia is very Black. I'm not being funny. Philadelphia is very Black. It is.
Shout out Bill Cosby.
The Philadelphia sound.
Patti LaBelle and shit. There's a lot of people.
Yeah, Philadelphia, they gets down.
I think Teddy P, I think is a Philly guy. It's
yeah, you can't. And then when he said the Planet of the Apes, I was like,
he said, I was in Planet. And even then, even when he said it, you could tell he regretted it. He was like, yeah, what? Is that racist? You could tell what he said. He instantly regretted, but once it's out.
So let's just break down a history of that. So for people who don't realize that, ape or monkey is something that racist white people have called Black people for years, saying that we're animals. That's what we've been called by racists. So it's like, for you to even make a comparison to call a Black person, or even to even joke about that, that shit's not cool. It's not cool. That shit ain't cool.
Here's the thing with me, like, this might be racist too, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
That shit ain't cool.
If you look at an ape, what do they have? They have straight hair. They have thin lips.
Thin lips.
Who's an ape look more like? I'm just saying.
Our parents said that to us back in the day.
I don't know if that's racist, what I just said, but yeah, think about it. Something to think about it.
But making those type of
lips and straight hair.
But making those type of things about us. And then my thing that I feel, and I'm not being funny when I say this, but how are you getting caught on a hot mic after the millennium, after 2000? I feel like anybody caught on a hot mic saying the N-word, you should know better. Like stuff like when people were making references about people saying the N-word, like in the 70s, the 80s, it was a different era back then. I'm not okaying it. I'm not okaying it.
Like on Sanford's side, it's like, yeah, like look at all these niggas in there. Like they
I'm not saying that it was okay to say that. Like for heaven's sake,
word on network television back in the 70s.
For heaven's sake, they had blackface still on Tom and Jerry when we were kids. Mm-hmm. They took it out in the 80s, like in the mid to late 80s, they started taking that shit out. But
all of the
early 80s, it was there.
All of the Norman Lear shows from back in the day, they had the N-word.
They used the N-word on all of them.
The Jeffersons, like
the Jeffersons,
network television, like it,
and they used the N-word.
It was like
Good Times used the N-word.
I say Good Times, yeah.
Yeah, they all used the N-word. They did. So it's like, I'm not saying that it was okay, but it was a different era. I said because civil rights didn't happen to the 60s.
Years ago, yes.
Civil rights had just happened, so it took time for that to filter down. So if you get caught on a hot mic after 2000, after the year 2000, after the millennium, if you get caught on a hot mic saying the N-word, you just a damn fool. You just stupid as hell. Like in today's society now, if you get caught on a hot mic saying something about LGBTQ plus, you get on a hot mic, you just dumb as hell.
Especially using that F word that rhymes.
Yeah, so using the F word or using the S word, that rhymes with prissy, you using the S word or the F word. If you use one of those now, if you get on a hot mic saying that, like after about maybe 2000, I'd say maybe around 2010, 2012, like after like the 2010s,
years ago,
I say about 2010s when like the LGBTQ community started getting their rights or whatever, really started like pushing for their right, like marriages became legal, and things like that. They started pushing and getting like their representation. Now you see on TV, like you always like see a character who is gay or who is part of the LGBTQ community on TV who's represented. So if you get caught on a hot mic now saying something about, gays and stuff like that, and you say something derogatory, you just stupid as hell.
You can't even say tranny nowadays. That's
yeah, you just dumb. Like you're really dumb to do something like that. You dumb to do something like that. You're very dumb to do that. But for you to get caught on a hot mic after the year 2000 to do that, like my thing is, I was like, who is Joe Rogan? Is he the guy from Papa John's? Because Papa John's that guy was just out there just N-word. He said he had to take a class to basically train himself not to say it. My thing is, how much were you saying this? If you had to take a class to like teach you not to say that? What?
Rogan sounded like, the song about
who does that?
The song with Chris Brown and around Lil Dicky on Freaky Friday.
Yeah.
Rogan sounded like Chris Brown, like, what's up, my nigga? What's up, my nigga? What's up, my nigga?
Can I say it? Can I say it?
He's like, somebody said that, but somebody needs to like Photoshop Joe Rogan's face on Chris Brown's face. That would be hilarious.
You've seen the face I just made.
I'm gonna learn how to do that shit. Put Rogan's face on Chris Brown.
But my thing is, like, why are you just saying it so freely and then saying that? Yeah, and I should not have said any kind of. You knew damn well. This is well after like I said, after
I said, podcasts are unregulated, but still, like certain shit.
2000 is my cutoff. That's my cutoff year.
Like, yeah, that's And to me, like I said, the Planet
2000 is the cutoff year for that. If you get caught after that year, you just
Planet of the Apes things is the one I think is going to get him canceled because there's no context to that. And even
how do you?
I don't know if you watched the clip. Radfy said that he realized he fucked up. Like he said like, "Whoa, is that racist?" Like as soon as
I did see because he was like, "Is that racist?"
He realized he fucked up.
You think?
Yeah.
You call black people apes? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Like, you might as well blame it on the CTE. Like, yeah, Rogan does MMA. Blame it on the CTE.
Or you can do like Roseanne said. I mean, an Ambient. Because like she said, Roseanne called Valerie. She called her Planet of the Apes
joke.
She said Planet of the Apes too, and then Roseanne blamed it on Ambient. She said, "Well, I didn't get an Ambient said keep our names out your mouth." Ambient said. Ambient was like, "No, the fuck it don't."
Blame it on the CTE. Or he fear factored that she ate some shit on Fear Factor.
He ate some roaches or something.
There you go. Yeah, he ate something when he was hosting Fear Factor. They fucked with his head.
Or he ate what was it? The petrified, the 1,000-year-old egg or whatever.
He ate that.
Where do they find stuff like that?
Dinosaur eggs and shit. He ate
how do they find?
It's like Fred.
How do they find stuff like that? The elk. They always eat elk penis. I'm like, how many elk penises are there? Like, how do you find that many?
Who's cutting off all these elf penises?
Like, right, like where are you finding this at?
No.
Like it just seems like a bizarre thing to find, like elk penis. It just seems like, this seems very bizarre.
That, or it's like, when I was doing my MMA training, I got hit in the head too many times. Blame it on the CTE and shit.
Just blame it on that. Like, hey.
That's the first place I'd have
Hey.
Like, hey, man, yeah. I was trained. I was in the octagon. I got hit in the head like too many times.
And it scrambled. My circus got a little bit scrambled.
But I don't know if Spotify is going to drop him. I think he's done. Like I don't think he's going to have the #1 podcast anymore. If he survives, I think he. I don't know if he's like on that Chappelle level because like Chappelle is really the only person that's uncancelable right now. Everybody else has been like Chappelle's the one cat that can do what the fuck he wants and not get canceled. Yeah. Everybody else eventually get caught up to him. Like R. Kelly, he was like coasting until that Surviving R. Kelly shit came up. Donald Trump was coasting until January 6th happened. It's like everybody has a breaking.
Now they have like people investigating their assets now. Like Trump and his family starting to get investigated. So
is everybody seems untouchable. Like this Rogan, this might be the one. Yeah, I think the Planet of the Apes one is the one. That's when I was like, because up until that. Like the N word, I'm like, yeah, that's I don't like that, but motherfuckers.
But like, look at context. It's like because
they shit like they
somebody could have doctored it or whatever. But
and
NDRE even said that because she said, I know that stuff could be people. Like, oh, it's context or doctor. She said, well, check this out. And that's when she posted the Planet of the Apes, and I was like,
one is the one that's going to sink him. And
I was like that when
like, I don't know. I don't know if she's like if somebody's. I think it's somebody else, but it's bigger than her. Yeah. I think somebody wanted Rogan the fuck out of there. They found these clips and then sent them to her, and like she might not even know that.
Like basically,
I don't see NDRE having a bunch of Joe Rogan clips laying around.
She Hannibal Buress that when Hannibal Buress when he put all the stuff about Bill Cosby.
Yeah, and it could have been a bigger thing behind that. Somebody sent that.
I think it was somebody behind that, and then they fed to him and was like, "Here, Hannibal, here, look at this."
Been trying to get Rogan the fuck out of there. He got because he had a lot of pull. Let's say not no more. He had a lot of power and shit. Yeah, but somebody wanted him out of there. They said, okay, like let's send this to send this to a black woman. She's definitely gonna put it out there. Yeah. Hey,
so what did we learn today?
Clip and looks like, yeah. She's like,
so what did we learn today, children? Is that when you're on the top, you can still fall to the bottom. Yeah. That's what we learned today, children. So remain yourself. Like, don't think that you're untouchable. Don't think that you're Teflon. Don't think that you're I'm unfadable. Can't nobody get me. Don't think that.
Be the Planet of the Apes. I'm like, yeah, that's probably the one that's gonna take.
Everyone can be touched. Everyone can be touched.
I don't see how you survive that one.
How do you survive that? Because, and then he said another thing. Well, I'm not a racist. When people always back, I'm not a racist. I was waiting for that. I have a black friend. I always wait for that. I have a black friend.
Waiting from the show the Kanye episode.
Speaking of him, what's it you brought him up? Kanye. What the hell?
Let's talk about Kanye's kid.
Why? And I was really rooting for them. Like, okay, not rooting for them to stay together, but our relationships aren't meant to stay.
It wouldn't be as messy as it is. Basically.
Our relationships aren't meant to last forever and ever. Everybody ain't make it last forever. Everybody ain't meant to stay together forever, but if you do divorce, Wayne Brady and his ex, they're very amicable. They have a very good co-parenting situation with their child.
Alicia Keys, Mashonda Swiss.
They got there. They eventually got there. The Rock and his ex-wife. They have a good situation. Bruce Willis and Demi Moore had a good situation. Kimora Simmons has a good situation with all of her exes.
All of her baby dad.
All of her exes. All of them.
Like Shorty Low, like all her baby daddies.
All her exes. So I was hoping that eventually, Kanye and Kim would come to that point, but Kanye is being, he's being a Gemini. He is. He's being, he's being a Gemini right now. He is. Like, he's going in and he's, it's getting messy. Like, he said that, like, the messy thing that got me is when Kanye said, since this is my first divorce, wow, that's how you feel about your wife? Wow, that's how you. Wow, okay. Since this is my first divorce, I'm trying to see how this goes. That was an intentional low blow to her because we know this is her third marriage. So it's like that was a low blow. That was a cheap shot I felt to her. It's like you knew that she was married 2 times before you married her, huh?
Chris Humphries never happened, but I know what you're saying.
But you knew you were married. You know she was. I didn't know what you said about Chris Humphries. I just caught that.
That shit was a fucking shit.
Well, whether it was 72 days, it happened. It was 72 days, but
it happened on paper, but nobody believed that shit for a second. It was like when Troy McClure married Selma and shit. It on paper, but come on. It's like,
yeah, I'm married. No, but my thing is like you knew what she had, you knew her baggage. So my thing is, since he's like making jabs like that, is he going to talk about her sex tape with Ray J now? Like, is he going to just start taking jabs like that?
Ray J, like, leave me out of that shit.
Like he might take jabs
Ray J
like
got
that.
his own bullshit he's going through with his wife. So
he's getting divorced now too. He's divorced.
Leave me out of that shit.
Plot twist: Ray J and Kim back together. Plot twist. They find their way back to each other.
Just throw old Pete out in the fucking in the trash.
Throw old Pete out. Sorry, Pete.
He's been dumped before. Shout out Ariana Grande.
Poor Pete. Well, Pete knows how to get chicks. Like he got the woo.
You look at the SNL like upcoming hosts, like
he got the woo.
Look at the best looking one. It's okay. Yeah.
He got the woo. Yeah, he got the woo. He know how to get ladies.
Okay, like who's coming up on SNL?
He know how to get ladies.
That's who's our guest this week.
Well, that's a plot twist. Kim and Ray J get back together after their divorces become final. They get back together. That's my plot twist. And then they oh, am I speaking this too much? Then they get together and then she has 4 kids, he has 2 kids, and then they have their blended family. They do like Olive Brady bunch. They do that.
Story of a man named Ray J. have Kanye do the theme. There's a story of a man named Ray J. He was fucking with my wife and all my kids. Let's go, man.
Oh my God. We need to be stopped. I need to stop myself.
They can do a parody on SNL. Pete Davidson can be involved. Let's go, man. We getting everybody involved, baby. Let's go, baby.
Hey, and if you listen to this podcast and use our idea, we want our coins. That's my thing. If you use my idea, run me my check. That's all I say. Mm-hmm. I give you an idea, run me my check. Just do that. That's all I say. Run me my money. But I can just tell now it's going to get very ugly. And it's so unfortunate because their kids are so young. North is what, 9, I think?
8
I think 9. She might be 8 or 9. She's a little bit older than Ari. So, I mean, so they have very young children. They have very young children. So you're going to be involved.
Single digits, basically.
You're going to be involved with each other for at least in their 16 years, at least like the last one becomes legal. Like you have to be involved for a while.
Round up, you're gonna be off for another 18 years.
Yes,
18 years.
You got 4 of your kids got you for 18 years. Got 4 of your kids got you for 18 years.
Got 4 of your kids got you for 18 years.
Yeah, so I mean, you gotta be cordial for that situation.
Drive off on the Hyundai. She's supposed to buy you Tyco with your money.
Like Michael with your money.
Should have got
that insurance Geico for your money.
You ain't no punk holler. We want prenup.
We want prenup, yeah.
I'm gonna listen to Gold Digger tonight.
But I think that it is very childish because especially with your daughter being on social media, like she and the internet is just so big. Like your daughter is old enough to know what's going on. North is going to see that, and don't disrespect her mom.
You saw he Candace Owens said something about it, and he like Kanye something on that. She said something about.
So she was like, I agree with Kanye. And my thing is with Candace Owens, it's like, and don't cancel me, people. I think Candace Owens is a very smart lady. She's not stupid. She's not.
And she however, a lot of shit that makes sense.
However, this is my problem with Candace.
There's a lot of wild shit too at the same time.
This is my problem with Candace Owens is that I feel like a lot of people on the other side weaponize her to use her. People who actually do have these racial and microaggressions, they use her to be like, here's my Black friend who says that this is okay. It's like they weaponize her, I feel like. And I feel like she doesn't always see that they weaponize her. So that's my problem I have with her. It's like, don't let these people use you. Like, you're a smart lady. Stand on your own. You don't need them either. Like, just be an independent. You don't need the conservatives. You don't need the liberals. Just be an independent. Be you. That's how I feel about Candace. She should just be an independent.
Candace Owens story right now. Let me see.
She should be an independent, I think. Don't let these people use you. Don't let them use you, girl. But yeah, I saw that. I feel like Candace, like I said, man, she knows how to, like we always say, publicity, like all publicity is good. So Kanye and Kim is a big story. I'm gonna throw my 2 cents in here. So now I'm gonna get my name.
Care about being hated. Like she's not trying to win a popularity contest.
I'm gonna throw my 2 cents in.
Shit like this without worrying about people getting mad at her. She does.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw my 2 cents in there, or whatever, and. Because I mean, it kind of doesn't really have anything to do with her. And then the whole debate is like, should North have a social media page?
Because it's talking about North's TikTok is where this came from. Yeah, I think it was something.
But the thing is that Kim has always maintained that it's a joint page that she and North have together, and she monitors her. She said, "I monitor my child. I don't let her do anything without me." It's a page that we have together. It says her name, but we're on it. It's our page together, and I monitor my child, and that's what Kim is saying. I monitor my child.
What Candace Owens said, I'm gonna read it in my Candace.
And that's what she's saying.
My Candace Owens' voice, like I'm about to be Terry. The psychological effects of the social media on young girls is real and documented. It's actually Kanye that's trying to protect his daughter in regards to Kim spinning an obsession, spinning this as an obsession and control with other creative outlets for kids. That's what Candace Owens said.
So I'm gonna stop you there. So my challenge to Candace Owens, because like I would like to have a debate with
her.
There's
no 8-year-old that needs social media.
I would like to have a debate with Candace Owens. So, okay, your point taken. I said, so you initially said psychological effect on girls. So that means that if it was his son, so a boy could have a page at 8 years old? You said girls. You didn't say kids, but you said kids at the end. You said psychological effect on girls. So girls are so fragile that our minds are so weak, and we can't think for ourselves, and we need a big man to think for us. Is that what you're saying, Candace? That's what I would say to her. And then it's like, then you might get mad at me. It's like, but that's how it comes off saying, because you said psychological girls. Girls
shouted out for saying that. He was like, thank you, Candace, for being the only noteworthy person to speak on this issue. There are a lot of celebrities scared to say something in public, but they'll text me in private and say they're on my side. So Kanye.
I think that as a parent, you need to do what's best for your child. Fortunately and unfortunately, it's a double-edged sword. We are in the social media world. Like I said, my daughter knew how to work an iPad when she was 18 months. I monitor the hell about what my child does. She doesn't have any social media. If my child does want to do a TikTok, I'll let her do a TikTok with me on my page because I have a TikTok. She doesn't have a TikTok. My daughter does not. If she wants to record a video, she has to do one with me. That's it. That's all. But that's what I do. That's how I parent my child. Now, someone may say that I may be doing it wrong, but you got to do what's best for you and your family.
Real shit.
You do.
I think I'm done. We got it
now. Quick blast or whatever, real quick. Congratulations to Rihanna for.
I totally forgot about Rihanna. That's so busy where we didn't even get the shout out Rihanna and Mr. ASAP. Totally forgot about Riri and ASAP. Yeah.
So guys who are crying or whatever.
A lot of dudes' hearts broken because
you didn't have a chance with Rihanna. You had no chance.
Rihanna was going to give you some ass and shit.
Like you said, like how you said when Lisa Bonet and Jason Momoa broke up, when you said you had no chance with him, ladies. Men, you had no chance with Rihanna. You had no chance with her. I'm being real.
Like Drake or Chris Brown or like none of them were mad.
They said Drake was in there crying.
Drake? I can see him and Chris Brown actually both crying over that shit.
They might do a song together and say, "Oh, let me not put that." I was gonna say, same girl as Rihanna."
Hey,
I'm on a roll today, I guess. And then I guess congratulations aren't word to Nick Cannon for his 8th child.
Okay, I'm not going to touch.
I guess. Yeah. I guess congratulations aren't word.
Yeah, let's just move on from Nick Cannon and his 8 children.
And then the last thing serious, rest in peace to Chesley Christ.
The Miss, yes, we could have 2 episodes. Like those last 3 stories are like a whole episode in itself. Like,
yeah, Miss USA.
To jump to her death in New York, yeah.
Yeah, very sad story. 30 years old, and recently, and this like kind of freaked me out because like this morning on my For You page for TikTok, her page came up as a suggestion for me. And then when I started looking through her old videos, I found a video and it was like very chilling because it showed basically her reenacting when she won, Miss USA, and it showed her reacting. And then one of the things in her video, it said, "To the 3 haters who told me to kill myself." It said something like that. That was the caption. And I was like, when I saw that come across my screen, I was like.
And her last post that she had on Instagram was like, yeah, today feels like a good day to have for rest in peace. Like, yeah, so she basically told him she was killing herself.
Yeah.
That's the last thing she ever posted.
So my thing is be kind to one another with that. We can have a difference of opinion, but let's permanently end the phrase like if you disagree with somebody don't put on their social media, kill yourself. Don't say. Let's stop telling people to kill.
I switched it because I stopped saying that years ago because
let's stop telling people to kill themselves.
I feel like shut the fuck up. That's my thing. I don't say kill. I say so and so.
Yeah, let's stop telling people to kill themselves because if they actually do that, then how would you feel about yourself? If someone actually did kill themselves after you told them to kill themselves, how would you feel to that?
We had enough for like 2 episodes. That's how thick this episode was.
Yeah.
We probably went long on some other shit and could have talked.
I know, yeah. It happens.
Yeah, we never know where to come.
We don't plan. I mean, I have little notes that I wrote down stuff I wanted to touch, but I mean,
stories I didn't even touch.
It happens.
Long and shit, yeah. We didn't even talk about Jason Van Dyke getting released. So yeah, it's like so much stuff we had. There's a lot of stories we didn't touch on. I don't feel like going there either right now.
Right.
Let's wrap up Not Another Damn Podcast, episode 245. Definitely appreciate you supporting us. If you want to support us further, you know what to do. A little crazy.
Yeah, I started making
Facebook, right. That was a long, awkward pause. Yeah, give us some likes. I'll subscribe, share, rate, review on all your platforms. Talk about Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, SoundCloud, iHeart, TLC Talk Radio. What up, Tasha?
Hey, Tasha.
Also, get at us on YouTube and your Amazon Alexa devices. Follow me at Ozman the Wizard on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Oz Radio on Snapchat and Facebook as well. You know how to get at me.
And you can check me out, MSIMA8626 on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Also, SCR8GULLEY1 on Twitter, SCR8GULLEY7 on Instagram. Also, please like the Straight Gully Facebook fan page. Check out straightgully.com for your blogs and your vlogs. And for your video production needs, check out straightgullyproductions.com. I'm
Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
We will talk to you later.
Bye.
I'm gone.